How to become a successful and professional medical writer in clinical research. If this is the question that you are looking for, so we'll be discussing how you can become a expert medical writer in clinical research. Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin, and this is a channel called Healthcare Marketing Center of Excellence. So if you are new to this channel, do subscribe to this channel because on this channel I will be sharing various tutorials and tips and guides on developing your skills and building a career in various aspects of marketing, and it will make you industry ready for your next job. So if you haven't subscribed it, subscribe to this channel. And if you are serious about your career in medical writing and clinical research, you have to watch this video till the end, because in today's session I will be covering in depth about what is the medical writing, what are the types of medical writing, and what will be the level of content writing that would be required, and what all different knowledges and skills you will be requiring, and where is the demand for medical writers, what are the steps in medical and scientific writing documents, and what all learning resources will be required for medical writers. I'll be sharing those in today's sessions. So without any further delay, let's move with today's tutorial, and we'll start with what is medical writing. So first we have to understand the basics of medical writing, because then only we'll be able to move ahead in uh, like what are the skills and knowledge is required for medical writing. So, when it comes to writing, there are different types of documents or contents that would be required, and based on the basis of that, that skills and the level of the depth of knowledge would be changing. So, the first thing is that you will be requiring a regulatory and research related documents. So, these are more of a scientific plus legal kind of documents, and these are more evidence based, and these are usually required for various types of submissions to the government officials and government bodies. Then the next type of document is that disease or drug related educational and promotional literature. So this usually comes in a form of like some marketing materials required for various pharmaceutical companies, medical device companies, hospitals, all these places. This kind of material would be required, or documents would be required. Then comes the publication of articles in the journals and journal manuscripts and abstract. So these are again a scientific type of documents usually required for scientific publications into the journals. Usually the PhD guys or the medical college professors require this kind of document. And recently, various doctors are also publishing this kind of documents into the journal. So you can help this kind of people. Apart from this, there is a content for healthcare websites and healthcare magazines or news articles. These are commonly known as the blog articles, and these are more for the common public rather than the scientific community. So these kind of document has to be more simplified version. Then comes the different. So I hope you are clear with this type of documents. Now comes the type of medical writing. So you can see here that you will require medical journalism documents. You will require some writing for medical education, which includes physician and patients. So there are different types of subtypes within this kind of medical education document or the writing. Then there comes the medical marketing and healthcare products and services. What we are talking about, the pharmaceuticals and medical device companies, they will require this kind of documents. Then other type of writing is the publication or presentation. So as you can see, uh, this looks a very dirty slide. So I have presented the same slide in some another format, which looks like this. So Can you see the difference? I have used the same, exactly same content what I was showing in the previous slide, but it is just the presentation change is the presentation that is making it more presentable, and it is looking very neat and clean as compared to this slide, which is using exactly same content, only the presentation format is different. So whenever you are presenting you might be presenting good content, you might be having good knowledge, but if it is not presented in a good manner, if it is not presentable, if it is not engaging, then that content and that knowledge is not going to attract new people, or it is not going to like it's not making it interesting. So that's why this presentation is important. So, when it comes to presentation or publication, there could be this posters and presentations, some abstract journal manuscripts. Apart from this, there could be some research documents, which include mainly the clinical trial protocols, brochures, study reports, and research proposals. And another level of document is regulatory documents, which includes labels, the drug labels or device labels, others some study reports and regulatory submission documents. So these are different types of medical writing documents, right from this newspaper articles till the various high level of scientific or regulatory submission documents. So you have to be aware about these different types of medical writings, and accordingly your skills and knowledge level will vary. So, to summarize all these types of documents and the levels of writing, it comes to basically three level of content writing, and it is based on who is your target audience. So you can see that we can classify all these documents into writing for patients and general public, obviously where the level of knowledge would be required, or the language has to be simplified. You don't need to use technical jargons. So the same knowledge you will use in a simplified manner, simple terms, which a normal public can use. And it can be in various regional languages apart from English. But when it comes to a target audience called physicians or the scientific community, then you have to use more of the technical terms, and you have to follow certain writing guidelines like APA style of writing. So you have to be aware about those guidelines. Apart from this, there is this regulators. When it comes to regulators, it has to be more scientific, more evidence, and it will use some legal terms, and it will have some fixed pro formas, some fixed style of writing to use in your documents. So first you have to understand who is your target audience and what is the purpose or objective of that document. And based on that, you will start writing the content, and you will present the required information in that document. So for this, you will require a certain domain knowledge, so that you have to have certain level of understanding about various aspects of particularly medical or healthcare domain knowledge. So it includes basically the medical concepts and terminology. You have to be aware about what are the terms, what is the definitions, and what does those terms means. And you have to be aware about the abbreviations and where those are used. When it comes to mainly the pharmaceutical industry, you have to be aware about the drug development process, clinical trial process, what are the medicines used, and what are the drug safety norms. Along with that, in general, you have to aware about the statistics, various numbers, and the graphs, how they are used, and what are their meanings. You have to be aware about those statistics, and you also be should be aware about the technical guidelines. So what kind of guidelines needs to be followed, what kind of structure or content needs to be present in particular type of document. you should be aware about those technical guidelines. And also, you should be having good writing skills based on the target audience discussed in the earlier slide. Whether you are writing it for patients, whether you are writing for doctors, physicians, or the scientific committee, or are you writing for the regulators or the government bodies. So, depending on that, your writing skill will vary. You need to have good research and analytical skills, because without that, you will not be able to gather the required content. And if you are not gathering those content, uh, you will not be able to present that information. You will not be provide the latest information. So you need to collect the latest information, and you have to present it in an accurate manner, in a presentable manner. Whatever the information that you are providing, it has to be backed by some or other source or evidence. Without this, you will not be able to provide. You can write some like articles for, even if you are writing for general public, that information has to be scientifically proven, or it has to be, there has to be some concrete evidences for those kind of things. So, apart from this particular domain knowledge skills, you will also require some general knowledge skills and knowledge and skills, which include the language skill, usually the language and the grammar. Most commonly, it will be English, but even if you are choosing some regional language for general population, you have to be good with the those particular languages and the grammars for that particular language. You need to be aware about what are the literature or the writing guidelines, how you will give referencing, how you will cite the source, what are the different types of citation. You need to be aware about that, and you have to use that accordingly. You need to be very good at the interpretation and presentation of the research data. Sometimes back I gave you that simple example of in presentation of same information in two different formats can make it more presentable. So you have to be, because there is no limitation of the knowledge or the information, but among those whole information, what are the key points, what are the key aspects that you need to capture and you need to present, that is more useful than presenting just the copy paste of all the data. People are not interested in the information. People are in, interested in the insights. What kind of insights you will be providing in your writing? That is more information, and you will have also to follow the ethical and legal guidelines, so that it doesn't make any complications out of your content. So once you are aware about these skills, you have to develop these skills uh, by practicing them. So you have to develop your on the, like by writing those concepts, you will be developing these skills about various medical terminologies and glossary, or whatever the abbreviations are there. You have to be aware about, at least you should be aware about the concepts. You not necessary to be go in depth in all the terminologies, but as and when the new projects are coming, you are working on new projects, you will go in depth about those projects. But in general, you have to be aware about at least the terms. What all terms are there? What are the glossaries are there? What kind of abbreviations are being used? So basically, you should have adequate knowledge of various protocols and guidelines, and you have to be aware about the writing style, the referencing style. So once you are aware about those, you need to start writing and implementing those guidelines in your regular writing. Whenever if you are writing for any publishing journal or any medical journal, or if you are writing for medical magazine, or if you are writing for any kind of research articles, or you are writing for it some blog. So you need to be very much proficient about your scientific data and interpretation of that data. So it depends how you are presenting that data to the audience. that will make the whole difference in. I always say that it's not about what you know, it's about how showing what you know. Because when you are able to show your knowledge, you will be able to, people will get more insights and use that information to solve their problem. So that is your ultimate goal, how you are using your knowledge and presenting in a good manner so that the audience understands whatever information that you are giving that is useful for them. So uh, you might be considering a career into the medical writing. So obviously it's a very booming industry and there is a huge scope if you are looking to develop and build your career into medical writing, because the pharmaceutical companies are looking for expert writers. Various healthcare products and service companies are looking for expert medical writers. There is a huge need for medical device companies. This marketing companies are looking for expert writers. Then this CROs, that is a contract research organization, they need writers like you because there is a shortage of expert medical writers. There are lots of writers, but there is a shortfall of expert medical writers. So if you develop your skill, definitely you will not just get good salaries and packages, but you will get a good recognition in the industry. Your career will grow at a faster rate as compared to the your peers and your fellow medical writers. So there are BPO companies, that is also known as business process outsourcing companies, and KPOs. This is another variant of knowledge process outsourcing companies, which are which have huge demand for this kind of uh, people who are expert in their writing skill. Obviously, the scientific and the magazine community, they are looking for expert medical writers who can provide their inputs into the various textbook writing, academic writing. Medical and scientific societies are there, various doctor communities are there. So these communities or association, they require expert writers. Apart from this, there is huge need for healthcare website. In fact, in healthcare website or the blog writing, it's a good freelancing opportunity. If some of you are interested in freelancing opportunities, just let me know in the comment section. If you if you have any queries regarding freelancing opportunities, I would create another tutorial on that. But for that, you have to comment in the comment section so that I will understand what are your questions and doubts that you are looking for. So, as you understand, there is a huge scope for this kind of opportunities. You will also need to know how to approach writing these documents, because if you follow these simple steps, you will be able to write all any kind of documents in a very good manner, in a skillful manner, so that your target audience will appreciate and understand your presentation. So the first step would be understanding the project brief. So basically that brief includes uh, your knowledge about what is the objective of the project that would be required in this project brief. And apart from this, there will be need for literature review, because whatever content you are writing, that would be uh, read by different people. So you will have to come up with some or other kind of information from various sources. And once you have that information, you have to compile those information, required information, into the required document in the required format. So once you have compiled all the information, you will have to review by yourself even before going to the next level of review. So once you review that uh, about the information, you need to do the basic hygiene, that is the formatting and the editing of the document. So once you're ready with that edited document, you can send it for approval and sign up from the target or customer. And once it is ready with the approval, usually it goes for electronic publishing because most of the documents in current scenario is in the digital format. So uh, to develop this kind of skill, you need to go undergo certain kind of training, and you have to visit various professional resources to develop and enhance your skills. So you can get in-house training in whatever institute or organization you are currently into. They will be able to provide you some kind of training and knowledge on this kind of medical writing aspects. So apart from this, you can go for certain kind of short courses. Usually, offline courses are available, but recently there has been increase in the various large like online courses which provide this kind of training. Apart from this, you can attend certain workshop by certain professional bodies and association. You can participate in various short trainings organized by various organizations. Maybe you can enhance your skills if you are into job. You can take a help of your seniors who will guide you once you join that particular job. And obviously, you can definitely devote yourself for your study and skill enhancement by doing the self study. So, apart from this, uh, if, this channel, as I mentioned, it is dedicated for providing you various learning materials and tutorials for developing your marketing skills. So, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon, because whenever I'm releasing next tutorial, you will get the immediate notification. And if you have liked this video, please do like and share with your friends so that they also come to know what all aspects are required for medical writing in clinical research. And if you have any questions, please do write in the comment section, because that is the way I will understand uh, what all doubts you have, what all things or what all aspects you want to study, and accordingly I will make the next tutorial. And uh, I think this is for all for now. And if you need any more guidance, please let me know in the comment section. I would be more than happy to provide you guidance on that thing. So that's all for now. Bye bye.